What do you mean we're live? So another 5 minutes. We're live. Hello. Yes, apparently we've gone live. I've just been the director behind the glass has just told me. Yes, we're back. Back again in Train Sim World 4 for the penultimate time. Yes, only this one and another one. That's 2 more streams to go in the Train Sim World number 4 before we move on to the Train Sim World number 5. And I have to say before we start, well, a couple of things. I'm going to say something, obviously, otherwise it'd just be silence for the next 2 hours. If you're watching this live, actually you could do this if you're watching this on YouTube. Did a thing the other day where a few of us did the same route at the same time and almost drove along together virtually. So if you want to do that, it's going to be Northern Trans Pennine. The date is the 3rd of September. It's going to be in a pacer. It's going to be going from Manchester to Leeds. So you need the pacer, which comes as part of the Blackpool branches. So you haven't got Blackpool branches on Northern Trans Pennine. It's no point really. But that's what we're going to be doing. So you can get yourself in a service, get yourself ready to go while I continue waffling. If you're watching this on YouTube, yes, this is the penultimate Train Sim World 4 stream. This is going out on a Monday on the week that Train Sim World 5 releases. I know. So in a couple of days' time, hopefully you'll see some Train Sim World 5 content, and then there'll be another Train Sim World 4 stream while there's also Train Sim World 5 stuff going on. It's confusing to me as well. There'll be a link in the description below, or several of them actually that no one ignores anyway. I could just link something random down there. There'll be a link down there to the place where you can get Train Sim World 4 if you still wish. To the Twitch page where you can watch me live on the Twitchy, doing all sorts of things, and to the Discord server as well. I'm also going to explain when we get in the train something game-changing that's happened in the last few days that makes Train Sim World, well, it's just a whole new thing now. But anyway, let's get on with it. We'll choose a route. So it's Northern Trans Pennine timetable, the 142, which comes as part of Blackpool branches. So we go with this one. We're going to do a Manchester Victoria to Leeds, all stops on the 10:24. That's what we're going to be doing, just in case people want to get themselves set up and find that. Yeah, I found some software. I was looking at the Rail Driver, okay, the joystick type thing that you can get that works with Train Sim World. Train Sim World supports it. It's a lot of money. I was looking on the Evil Bays at one and thought there's got to be another way. I remember seeing something a while back that would let you use your flight throttles in Train Sim World. Did a quick Google, came across a link that gave some software, thought nothing of it. Harry from the Discord tried it. It's a game changer. I am now using, and will be using this evening, my flight throttles as throttle and brake. I've remapped buttons using my PharmaSim side panel for doors, for views, for lights, for AWS. I've got buttons on my G27 gear shifter for the reverser and the horn. Truly a game changer. You can remap any button in Train Sim World to use any peripheral that you've got. It's mind-blowing. Consequently, I bought another throttle set for my setup downstairs. Ed from the Discord has also bought a throttle to use with Train Sim. It's so good. Anyway, hopefully you're all in now. Let's get going from Manchester. And yes, only flicking around trying this out at the weekend and realised that the pacer is on this route. So, well, that's not supposed to happen. Well, there's an issue. Should we try that again? Let's try that again. Yeah, tell you what, we'll restart that and see if that does anything again. What was I saying? Maybe I'll start from Victoria. Oh, that's still not working. Okay, right. Well, we'll go back to the main menu. I'm singing the praises of the game. It knows it's being replaced. That's what it is. It knows there's a new version coming. Right, tell you what. Ignore starting at Manchester. It's going well, isn't it? Let's do that again, but we'll start at Leeds on the 10:49 this time. Right, we'll see what happens here. There we go. Right. We're all good. Right, master key is on. Reverser is in forward. Why have I got track IR on? This feels weird. There we go. Okay. Instrument lights are on. Lights are on. Headlights. We'll open the window. I'll open the window. Right, we should all be good. So I can now press a button to change the views. And I can now press a button on my Farm Sim side panel to open the doors. That's just game changing for me. And the fact that I'm using my throttles for the brake and throttle, which if you've done flight, it takes a bit of a while to get used to, because they start at the top as idle and you pull them down for speed. Although it's not loading passengers now. It's not going well, is it? Wait, it's not loading passengers. Let's lock the doors and let's unlock the doors. Hang on, I've opened the wrong side. Hang on. Because we're in a bay. I wonder if it should be the left side. It's definitely not going well. We open both doors. Huh. Okay. Right. Should we go with third time lucky? Should we try a different service? I can't see how the service would be affected. Right, we'll try this again. Choose a route. Northern Trans Pennine. Timetable. Pacer. Let's try that one. And we'll do a later service. Leeds to Manchester. All stops. Okay. I'm not going to try the 101 because I haven't mapped buttons. It worked fine when I tried it on Sunday, whatever day it was. Right. Master key is on. Reverser to forward. It doesn't say... Okay. There we go. We're working now. Right. There we go. We're all good. Passengers are... I think it's because I opened the wrong doors the first time. Hang on, I'm on a different place now. That's why. I've started at a different place. I might have opened the wrong doors at the wrong time. Anyway, where are we going? We're going from here to Morley, Batley, Dewsbury, Ravensthorpe, Mirfield, Dayton, Huddersfield, Slaithwaite, Marsden, Greenfield, Mossley, Stalybridge, Aston-under-Lyne, Park. Okay. Miles Platting. Is he? and Manchester, Victoria. That's many of the places. Right. So now, if we lock the doors using my side panel. Yay! Right, I'm going to buzz button. Right, so now I can use the throttle to bring the brake off. And now use the throttle to apply the, the throttle. And we're off, finally. Oh, it's so nice. Right, let's take a screenshot. Just in case I forget to take a screenshot. That one. That one. There we go. Right. Hour and a half run in a pacer. What can possibly go wrong? Third time lucky of actually getting the route going. We'll blame Harry. Right, Morley. So yeah, so if you've got any issues with, which Ed has got, arthritis, so you can't hold a controller and you find the keyboard awkward, using the throttles for your brake, you can actually use it for the reverser as well, but for your brake and your throttle, it's just so nice. There's actually little buttons that I'm using a Logitech throttle quadrant. There's actually little buttons at the bottom as well that on the downstairs one I'm going to set as being the master switch and use those for the reverser. Alright, so I'm planning on doing some sort of video showing it off and showing it working if I can get a camera set up. How was the workie? Busy, but good. Right, a bit more power then. Okay, that's not English. What are you being blamed for? Issues with the game. Not much in the way of other traffic on this little bit of the route, is there? Right, a bit more power. Oh, I do like that gear change. Alright, so we got the signal up here to go off to the left. Where we got a fork off to the left. No livery for this, no. Right, full power. Which in a pacer isn't that exciting. So yeah, the penultimate stream in Train Sim World 4. There'll be one more next Tuesday. The final stream in Train Sim World 4, because that's what happens after penultimate one. There is a livery, it's not being used. Is there a livery for this? I didn't think you did one. Oh, so once. Okay. Yeah, okay, there might be a livery, I'm not using it. I blame Harry for not being here and reminding me. That's a bit bouncy. Say, I only found this at the weekend that the Pacer was part of Northern Trans Pennine. I was going to do 2 streams on the East Coast Main Line, but I think we'll leave that as the final stream next week, spoiler, before we then move to the West Coast Main Line. Train. It's on a cooldown. You can't keep blaming Harry as much as we want to. It's just so much easier to actually control the throttle now using it on a slider. You can actually make more incremental adjustments. There's a word. Whether the braking will be any easier is another thing. We'll find that out in a minute. Right, we've got a yellow. And then we got a 50. So the reds, then we've got a red after the station, so that's good. I do like the bounciness in a Pacer. We do like a good bounce. Yeah, that's fine. So the red's the other side of the station anyway, where I'm hoping to stop. Although doing some runs in the East Coast Main Line and on London to Brighton, as we did on Sunday night. Yes, stopping wasn't always a factor. Right, station's just around this corner. I love the fact that it changes down. Right, and grab the red lever, which is the brake. Oh, we're slightly late, that's fine. I actually find that the braking's smoother now. And then we come to Morley. Really a ghost. Is that Marley? That was Marley, wasn't it? Right, press the button, push the button. Open doors on the correct side as well. Good, no destination display. Can I change that? Not in service. Special. Liverpool, Manchester, Victoria. Where are we going? We're going to Manchester, are we? That'll do. Manchester. That'll do. Doesn't say where in Manchester, just Manchester. Close enough. Passengers are being loaded. Did you buzz at me? The buzz? Can I buzz? I should set a button for buzz. Right, Batley. So brake off. No, that's emergency. Wrong way. Let's get. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I just went the wrong way with the brake. Making sure it works. I think I mapped a button to the cab light as well. Let's see if I did that. Oh no, I did! We can see it's quite tunnel-like. I haven't really done this route. So I was looking to get into something diseasely when I was playing around with it at the weekend. And then thought, I'd do this, and then spotted the pacer and it's like, yeah, that's got to be the stream then. Hour and a half run, we'll have a bit of that. Bound to be late. Nice dokey. Well, it's a tunnel. Tunnels are generally known for their, being a bit dark. I'm not accelerating as quickly as I can either. Has this thing got an announcer?
The next stop is Batley.
It does. Yeah, the next stop is Batley.
The next station stop is Batley.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, the Mexico map is a good one. We're doing it again on Friday. This is definitely quite long as tunnels go. We're going downhill now as well. It's all downhill from here. Oh, I think I see a light at the end of the tunnel. No, it seems to be the end of the tunnel. You get the pacer on the Northern Trans Pennine if you've got Blackpool branches, because that's where you get the pacer from. I said I'm using this now with some software, I mentioned it at the beginning, that allows you to use other peripherals on Train Sim World. So to control my throttle and brake, I'm actually using my throttle quadrant from Flight Sim, and it's working so well. It is literally a game changer. Right, into Batley. We're only slightly late as well. Right, there's a yellow. Call me mellow yellow. Come on. Yeah, about a minute late. That's fine. That's on time. Right, open doors. That's very slanty. Oh, I've got the horn thing. And which one is it? That one. I can undo both bits of the horn easily, as it were. Oh, matron. Hi, Colin. Right. Lockies the doors. Oh, I need to set a buzz button. Oh, 1, 2, that'll confuse him. Right, release the brakes. Right, Dewsbury is next. I'm easily pleased. Yeah, so the penultimate stream in Train Sim World 4. I'm only going to fire this up one more time, and that's going to be after this stream, and that's going to be next Tuesday. Shame, really. I'm actually going to miss the menu music, because the menu music for 5 isn't as dramatic. I quite like the menu music in this. It's actually quite interesting doing this route with a loco hauled service. If it stops this frequently, you can do it with a 101 as well. But, you know, pacer. Hang on, announcement. We'll shortly be arriving at Dewsbury. Right. Never done this part of the world. Probably not as quaint up here now. Into Dewsbury. Looks like this is quite an important station at one point. So I have passing tracks down the middle. And now it gets a pacer. Yeah, it looks very much like an old, like, mill town. Right, doors are locking. Don't you buzz at me, Buzzy. Right, brake down to off. Haha, I've worked it out, I've sussed it. The fact that as I'm pulling my lever down on my throttle quadrant, what's a quadrant, that's actually pulling down there. I like that. Tomorrow night, by the way, back with something new that we did have a little quick play around with at the weekend. Grocery store simulator. I think that's going to be quite amusing. That's multiplayer tomorrow. Thursday night, I don't know. I don't think I'll put anything for Thursday night. We'll see what happens. Friday night, some more of the American trucking type thing. Saturday night, something. Don't know what it'll be yet. Sunday lunchtime, back on the farm. Things of the next few days. Indeed, Rich T. I've got the Logitech one. So I bought another one for downstairs today. 65 quid on Curry's. And it's actually, because this is quite old, this one I've got up here. So I might actually swap them over, because the new one feels a lot slicker than this. But yeah, just the fact that you can just... I've got my arm resting on the arm of my chair, and I've got the throttle quadrant set behind my farm sim panel on my left. And it's just so comfy. Announcement? Oh yeah.
We'll shortly be arriving at Ravenscourt.
We will shortly be arriving at Ravens. The next place. The place that's coming up is the place we're going to be arriving at. The Thorpe of the Ravens. We've got a yellow. Into Ravensthorpe we come. At speed, it would seem. Oh, it's on the train, finally. I thought we were going to be all alone out here. You are not alone. I am here with me. You can use a pedal for a driver vigilance thing. That's what Harry's got set. He's got it so that he keeps his foot on the throttle, and if he releases it, the brakes will come on. So I'm using a combination of the throttles, my farm sim panel, and the buttons on the gear shift for the G27. Unlocking doors. I bought an arcade stick for downstairs, and I've got the joystick side of thing. To go left is left doors, right is right doors, up and down is the horn, and I've got to map some of the buttons for things. But it just works. I used to use keyboard, so W, A, S, and D for reverser, and then keys for the brakes. I know you can use a Xbox controller or PlayStation controller, but it just feels a bit more natural. And even the views, I've got the same view buttons mapped now that I use for trucking, for OMSI. So I'm used to now just pressing the same view button. Right, brake off. I thought I'd just put a lever to a certain point now and just leave it there, because the levers stay where they are. It is one of those game-changing pieces of software, and to use peripherals you've already got. Most people have got a joystick, or some people have got a farm sim panel, or I'm even looking at button boxes. You used to have a button box. There's a button box now that's actually got a shifter on it to go forward and back. So if you didn't have the farm sim panel, something like that with buttons mapped to electrics, lights, doors, a lot better in my opinion than using the rail driver. Well, yeah, so spiked some software a while ago, but it just didn't seem to work. I couldn't even get it set up. This is so simple to set up. You just right click on the thing and go, right, map the button, move the peripheral that you want, or press the button, then it goes, okay, done. All you got to do, remember, is before you start the game, you run the software. That's it. Right, going on, announcement type thing.
We'll shortly be arriving at Murfield.
We'll shortly be arriving at Murfield. So I'm hoping it should work straight away in Train Sim World 5. All being well, I'll find out this weekend. It's definitely a bit bouncy. It works really well with single hand operation trains as well. Right, double yellows. I haven't got the AWS on. That's far too complicated for me.
We'll shortly be arriving at Murfield.
We will shortly be arriving at Murfield. Right, slight bit of breakage. We haven't looked in the back yet, have we? Let's do that at this stop. That's a wide platform. Platforms. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. We've got no passengers inside. Are you getting on? Are you going to get on? Are you getting on? Yay! Where'd you go? One passenger. Okay. Stop. Oh, we got a second one. Hello! Are you getting on? You want? Hang on, that did the thing. What are you doing? Are you No. You're waiting for the... Okay, no, it's fine. You wait for the next one then. See if I care. We'll be leaving in a minute. The next station's... You've got a ginger moustache. Okay, I'm just going to hide back in here. Thank you. He's got a ginger moustache. I wonder if he knows. Right, next station is Baldy. No, Dayton. I've read Colin's thing. Hang on, have I taken the... There we go. The next station is Baldy. Oh, sorry, I mean...
The next station stop is Dayton.
That's the one. Yeah, I didn't call him Baldy, honestly. Right, Dayton, not Angus. Is he still alive or is he dead? We can start talking about dead people again. I see dead people. Right, all of the beans. They're all dead, Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave. I don't know why I'm accelerating with the full acceleratings. Because we've only got 2 miles to go till we get to Baldy.
The next station stop is Dayton.
Just letting him... I could just shout behind me, "Oi, Dayton's next. You getting off there or are you staying on?" If he's not getting off at Dayton, I should look at his ticket, shouldn't I? It's pointless announcing. Are we going round there? Okay, this could be interesting. We go round here then. Bouncy, bouncy. Hang on, we could have done a... This is an announcement to the Baldy on the train. The next station stops Dayton. If you're getting off at Dayton, then this is your stop. There you go. Angus Dayton's still alive. Okay, that's good to know. Well, for him.
Beedo.
May as well throw that in as well. Are we now crossing that other line? Hey? Are we now oh god, that was the corner. Have we gone? That's confused me. Which doesn't take much, really. Shall we just rejoin the same line that... Obviously, this was four lines, I'm guessing, down here at one point.
The next station stop
Next station stop is
is Dayton.
Dayton. We used to have a Tony stream. I don't think Tony could keep that up for 2.5 hours. No. No. Those were the days. If Tony's got some little blue pills with him. Right. Breaking into... Hang on, back to the...
The next station stop is Dayton.
Oh, hello. Oh, well, that was perfect. Right, is Baldy getting off? The only thing we're getting remastered is Great Western Express. No, Baldy's staying on. Nobody else is getting on. We've still got a one passenger. It's not really a very profitable route, this one, is it? Dayton. Oh, locked doors. Buzz. Oh, hang on. Look, we're going to an actual place. Look, Huddersfield. Oh, Dr. Beeching, what can I do? Well, that series with them out of Heidi High. They did like an upstairs downstairs type thing, didn't they? Didn't one of them have Matey Boy out of Blakey out of On the Buses in it? Apparently, that's what I've heard. I read in the papers. Never watched it. Right, 1.7 miles to Huddersfield. We've seen one train. Stephen, what's his face? It was Blakey. Not Merchant. No, we're going to Manchester. You rang, my lord. That's the one. Stephen Lewis? Sounds about right, doesn't it? Please don't tell me when that show aired on TV. I love the fact now I can double horn easy. Right, 1.2 of the miles to... No, 1.1 of the miles to Huddersfield. Well, we might see some other trains. 95 to... Really? That recently? He says, that recently. Blimey. So when did Heidi High finish then? I thought Heidi High was 80s. Oh, announcement.
We'll shortly be arriving at Huddersfield.
We'll shortly be arriving at Huddersfield. We have some yellows. Are we going to see any other trains in that there Huddersfield? We got a 15 on the approach as well. I'm inclined to try and see if that's available anywhere, you know. 81 to 88 was Heidi High. Oh, I got enough to watch, so I don't get a chance to. I think I need to have a good binge session of something. I need to spend like a weekend just sitting on the sofa and like I need to find like a box set type thing. Last thing I binge watched was Stranger Things. I need to find something else like that I just want to go next. Oh, there was a Punch and Judy guy, wasn't it, in Heidi High that hated kids and was always drunk. Sounds like Ed. Remember the first show I ever binged watched was 24. That was a flipping amazing show. Events occur in real time. Right, to be alright, hang on.
We will shortly be arriving at Huddersfield.
Yeah, I bought them all on DVD, all the series of 24. Oh. We have now arrived at Huddersfield. Don't run the red, don't run the red. Okay. Door is opening. Is Baldy still on? He's still on. Our one and only passenger is still on the train. Why is no one getting on my train? Please, people, can you get on my train? Just go and say hello to him, make sure he's alright. We got red anyway. Hello, how you doing? You okay? Quite like your jacket. I'd wear that. Not sure about the whole brown shoes, trousers thing going on. Quite like the shirt and the jacket. I could carry that off, but not. I'm certainly not the ginger moustache thing. Anyway, we'll be somewhere else to be coming up next. Lock doors. We don't actually see the guard, do we? That's slightly concerning. Who's at the other end doing the buzzing? Has anybody thought of that? Right, Slaithwaite. Oh, it's getting a bit dark. I need to put cab lights on. Think. Power. Come on, little pacer, you can do it. Oh, so it's only me that hears the buzzing. It's slightly concerning, but also slightly reassuring at the same time. We're just heading into the darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, no, there it is.
The next station stop is Flowing.
I'm sorry, what? Hang on. Right, hang on.
You will shortly be arriving at Flowing.
No! No! That's... Exactly!
The next station stop is Flowing.
Slowit. Slaithwaite. Oh, imagine locals. Yeah, can I have a single Slaithwaite? The driver looks at you and goes, so where? Slaithwaite. Never heard of it. Slowit. Oh, well, Slaithwaite. Yeah, okay. Slowit. No. So it's a silent A, I, T, H, A and E. So it's S-L, well, it could be S-L-A-W-I-T. Slowit. Well, it's not that because it's no G-H in there.
The next stop is Flowing.
Piercer. Well, I'm never going to go there in my life, so I'm going to worry about it, have I? It's not going to be a concern of mine. Anyway, we'll be there in 2.9 miles. No. You're going to Manchester in December, you could go to Slowit. No, if I end up in Slowit on a cold December day, then my life's gone horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. Right, 2.2 miles. Well, I've slid down my chair. There you go. 2.2 miles. I get so comfortable in this. I slide down my chair and wonder why my microphone's like up by my eyes. I can't see the... Oh, microphone hasn't moved. I slid down. Well, we went to... Where did we go last time? Hadfield, didn't we? Or Glossop, one of the two. I can't remember. Right, 1.6 miles to Slaithwaite. We've still only seen one train. And that was a 101 going the other way. Stop isn't Slowit. Does look nice up here, I must admit. There's probably not a lot there though.
The next station stop is Flowing.
allow it. I'll slow it. Well, we're slowing it into slow it. I like the fact we haven't got continuously welded track as well. And stop. That side. Is he getting off? No, that's, our one passenger is still there. I wonder where he's going. Where he's gone away to Manchester. No one else has got on the train. One passenger. And potentially a guard hiding out of the back, getting drunk on Lambrini. Or is it the passenger doing the buzzing? Right, Marsden next and not Bernie. Tony made a brief announcement. I think he's looking forward to doing the West Coast main line next week. So my plan is, I'm hopefully going to be able to put out some content on the Wednesday in Train Sim World 5. So my first video is going to be doing the train training in the Class 350. So I'm going to put it on Wednesday. So each day I'm going to do the train training in each train. So there'll be like daily videos, so it'll only be like 10 minutes. That's my plan. And then on Wednesday night, I'm going to be doing West Coast Main Line. Thursday night is going to be probably the German route. Friday night will then be the American route, and then the following week then we'll maybe go back and do some of the other trains in some of the other routes. That's this Friday, yes, not next Friday. Right, 1.0 announcement.
The next station stop is Marsden.
And then also I do want to have a bit of a play around with the whole route hopping thing. So I think over the coming weeks they'll be in and out of Brighton, in and out of London. So mainly doing the routes in the UK where you can do the route hopping. So the Glasgow's, etc. I think I will be spending a lot of time on the West Coast Main Line. And obviously don't forget we're getting, is it Preston to Carlisle at some point for the West Coast Main Line, which is going to have on it Pacers. So more Pacer action.
The next station stop is Marsden.
Right, a mile to go to Marsden. So if you just joined, this is the penultimate Train Sim World 4 stream for me. Also using for the first time on a stream my flight controls to control the train. There is software that allows you to remap buttons and things for Train Sim World 4, and I'm using my flight throttle as the train throttle, and the brake, you can set it as reverser. I'm using my Farm Sim side panel for buttons. It's a game changer for me. Just makes it so much more relaxing. There used to be software out there that allowed you to do it, but this is so easy. Basically, it tricks Train Sim World to thinking you're using a rail driver, but changes the inputs. That's all it does. And it's raining. Raining in my heart. I haven't got button map for the wipers. Now arriving at... Oh, well, do the...
The next station stop is Marsden.
Right, is our baldy friend going to be getting off? Oh. No, still sat there. Nobody else getting on. Right, where... Oh, there. There you go, we have wipers. That's making a noise. Hang on, we got a passenger. Shh, 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 shh. They're getting up. Are we going to have 2 passengers now? Are you getting on? Are you getting on? Are you going to get on? You're going to sit in the other carriage, aren't you? Or are you just going to stand there and wait for the next train? It's probably a while up here. Where are you going? Oh. What? Is it some sort of shortcut then? No, they're going to stand and wait for the next train. Fine. See if I care. Oh, Greenfield. Right. Not surprising, really. Right, 5.6 miles. We've got a bit of a run this time. Let's give it all the beans. Feel the power of the pacer. That's quite hilly. Oh, 40 limit. And then a 65 limit. I can drive 55. No, that was the wrong one, wasn't it? They like their tunnels up here, don't they? Just because it's a bit hilly. We've still only seen one train go the other way. Why do I think Springfield in my head? And I want to go. I can't believe that's still going. Right. 65 miles an hour. That's like the one about doing another Wallace and Gromit film, aren't they? It's not going to be the same without Peter Sallis doing the voice. I know it's, you know, one of those things, you know, we get used to a new Bond, etc. There's certain things you just can't change. Blimey, this is a long tunnel. We end up in France. Oh yeah. Some of you may have watched it. Quite a few people have. The police game thing video that I put out on Sunday. It's not a great game. I'm never going to play it because it's not a great game. Why is it my most popular video on YouTube for like several months? Is it because it's not trains? People have gone, finally, he's put something out that isn't bloody Train Sim World. Oh, that's brakes. It just wasn't, I don't know, I just don't think there's any longevity in it. It's very much like, well, there's a video of that gone out today, the traffic cops one, where you've got to take pictures and things. That seems to be a new DLC for it about every 3 weeks. Well, there's multiplayer as well. Thing is, I've been saying this. I do want to do a series in something. I thought about doing Planet Coaster 2 when that comes out. So Tuesday nights are going to carry on being Train Sim World. Wednesday nights are going to be something else, single player. Thursdays are going to be multiplayer. So something fun maybe like we're doing tomorrow night with Grocery Store. Fridays are going to be our normal multiplayer rubbish. And then maybe do some Saturday farming and potentially something on a Sunday. So I'd like to do like a weekly series in something like Planet Coaster, you know, build up a park over a period of time. And obviously we're going to have Train Sim World Tycoon coming at some point. That's going to be multiplayer. So I think that's going to have to be a fairly regular thing, because I think that could be quite involved. So it's just trying to shift stuff up. But I also have a feeling, that hopefully Farm Sim 25 is going to be interesting. So it's, what do I do? You know, I've got 6 streams a week. Certainly one in Train Sim World. initially there's going to be more than one in Farm Sim. Sliding. Sliding. Some sliding happened. Right. Is my passenger getting off? No. So yeah, so initially it's going to be a couple of Farm Sim videos. Train Sim World, something single player. That leaves 2 streams. Something multiplayer and fun, that leaves a stream. For things like trucking and stuff like that. Or is it time to do something new? Rather than just keep doing trucking and stuff. So, I don't know. Change. Change is good. I didn't think I'd evolve into a Train Sim World channel. You know, it started off as OMSI. Yeah, I like the idea of Planet Coaster. I thought about doing Skylines, but that just ends up being traffic sim. So I want to do 2 Point Hospital again. I want to do 2 Point Campus. There's 2 Point Museum coming out. There's going to be another cooking sim coming out. There's still the cooking sim Sushi I haven't done. So there's so much stuff that I need to do. But not enough time to do it. I wouldn't mind maybe if I gave enough warning, possibly bringing back a Saturday lunchtime stream, because there's only a couple of Saturdays now that I'm not here. One of which is the depot day, and one is going to be Manchester. So I could bring back the Saturday lunchtime stream. That's when I used to do Train Sim World, but that might be a time to do things like 2 Point Campus, 2 Point Hospital, cooking sim, that sort of thing. The next station stop is Mossley. It's actually quite a nice little run, this. I like the fact that there's a station every couple of miles. It's actually made Northern Trans Pennine more interesting. Shame there isn't any other AI. .9 of a mile into Mossley. Good thing is you can remap the buttons now for the 101, so you can actually remap the gear change. Not that I'm going to do that today, but you could. I slightly over braked. Braking. Oh, braking. Exclamation mark TSW rail in chat. We'll give you a link. Rail driver is why I thought of TSW for train, because it's going to be Train Sim 15 soon, so I didn't want to. There you go. If you scroll down that link, it shows you it there and how to do it. Yeah, I'm using the flight throttles and being able to map buttons to the farm sim panel, and I'm using buttons on my G27 shifter. It's so good. And free. We like free. What I can do, if anybody's interested, and not to keep you hanging around, at the end of the stream I'll show you the software and how easy it is to map something. I haven't mapped a button for the buzz, so we'll see if we can find the buzz. Lock doors. Staley Bridge is next. For me, it's the views as well. The fact that I just use the same button on my farm sim panel to change the views. Got a cool little shot. The only thing I can't work out how to map, and even Harry looked as well, the 8 key. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. And for me, even being able to map buttons to open the doors, which I know if you're on controller, you can do. But now just pressing a button on my farm sim panel to unlock the doors, rather than having to go Q, whatever it is, or whatever the button is on the keyboard, it just feels better using a button to do it, rather than a keyboard. And it almost feels, because I'm pulling a lever, it almost feels as though I'm now actually in control of the train, if that makes sense. It's properly got me excited and everything. You may be able to tell. The next stop is Staley Bridge. Power station type thing. I haven't mentioned it at all. Well, we'll see what Ed thinks of it, because Ed from the community has bought a throttle quadrant just so he can set it up for this. Because he struggles with the controller and struggles with the keyboard. So we'll see what he thinks of it. And if anybody else tries it and is in the Discord community, I'd love to know what you think of it. Whether you think it's as much of a game changer as myself and Harry do. Right, 15 limit coming up. Yeah, as Harry, if you got a joystick, he first tried it using a joystick as the throttle. So holding the joystick forward. I just like using the flight throttles because you can leave them in a set position. Shortly be arriving at...
We will shortly be arriving at Staley Bridge.
Staley Bridge. So yeah, when we're done at the end, I will show you briefly how to use the software and how easy it is. That's the bit that got me. It was just the simplicity. You know, if I can work it out, then it's got to be simple, really, isn't it? Right, Staley Bridge. says all it's doing is it's telling Train Sim World 4, 5, whatever, that you're using the rail driver. It's just remapping those inputs from the rail driver. I didn't have room for the rail driver controller. I had to jiggle some things around to get the throttles over on the left, so I could still use the mouse with my right hand. Which then meant I had space to buy another Stream Deck. Ooh, that was close. Right, view, spinny the spinny. Right, is he getting off? No, our one and only passenger is still on the train. He's going all the way to Manchester. What if he doesn't get off at Manchester? Is he then going to go all the way back again? He's still upright. Right, Aston on the line. 1.2 miles. He's probably just scared to get off because he's the only passenger. It seems a bit slow. Slow, quick, slow. Tomorrow, by the way, I mentioned this for a while, have I? We're back with something new. Grocery store simulator. We had a quick little go at it on Sunday night to see what it was like. I think it's going to be quite hectic, but also fun. That's tomorrow. Thursday night, something. No idea what. Something. Friday night is trucking in Mexico. Saturday night is going to be something. Again, don't know what yet. And then Sunday afternoon back on the farm. It's probably warmer as well on the train. Heating's on. You know, probably ain't got heating, have they? It's probably charging his phone. It's not like there's going to be free Wi-Fi on a Pacer, is there? Probably drain the battery of the Pacer. Alternator won't be able to keep up. No, doing East Coast Main Line next week. I was going to do a double stream of East Coast Main Line, then realised there wasn't really enough to do on the East Coast Main Line. So that's next week.
The next stop is Ashton on the Line.
The next stop is Ashton on the Line. Could be waiting for Tony. No, I'm using the throttle things, which is what I've been discussing the whole stream apparently. That one. Doors are unlocking. Oh, he's still there, look. He's now looking at the outside world going, no, not getting off yet. I'm going all the way to Manchester. I'll wake him up. He's either brave or stupid. It's one of the two. Oh, another train. I don't think I'm stopping here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's not stopping here. Right. Park is next. Brakes. Throttle. There you go. It has stopped raining now. Turn the interior light off. There we go. Park. There's actually a place called Park. Oh, there's a Park Avenue in Park. I'm just going to go to the park. What, the place? This pace has certainly got some character about it. It's the gear change that does it for me. There is that train that runs around the West Midlands, isn't there? Wherever they are, that changes gears. It's only because you want to go on the swings, Harry. Couldn't put you on the seesaw, obviously. Yeah, it'd be nice if we got those at some point. I'm not going to a park with Harry when we go to London and pushing him on the swings. That's not happening. Right, 3 miles to park. We've got to park in 3 miles. It's actually quite a nice route. I didn't realise it'd be this long as well. Hour and a half run. Obviously add a few technical game difficulties. Does Harry require a push? I wonder if we can get a swing put up on deck when I get him on a ferry. Like, oh no, he made a splash in the water. He's fallen in the water. Yep. Gerbil overboard. Yeah, well, so that's 2 trains we've seen in the hour and a bit we've been running. So it's not a very frequent service up here. Nice bit of coasting going on. So yeah, it's weird to say it's my penultimate time playing Train Sim World 4. So one more time after tonight am I going to be firing it up. And then it will be uninstalled forever. And it's a shame. Obviously that's going to happen with Farm Sim as well. You know, Farm Sim 25 releases. That's it. Farm Sim 22 never gets played again. Right, let's get braking into park. 45 limit. I mean, it can't be that far from Manchester then. I think it's going to be a bit busier than this on the West Coast Main Line when we're on that next week.
The next station stop is Park.
There's no one waiting. I can't believe one passenger is all we've had. And he wasn't even on at the start. It took him a few stops where he got on. It's like running a night service in Omsi. Is he getting off? Nope, he's staying on. He's still there. Nothing. No, not even anybody on the platforms. It's just no one around. Whether it's just this route that there's issues with the people. No, there's no one on the back. We are completely empty, apart from Baldy. Yeah, I don't need to set a buzz button. Hopefully it's one I can actually map. Right, brakes. No, it's not Tony. Tony's a proper Essex, from Essex and I. Miles Platting. Why is he platting? It could be a COVID timetable. He'd be wearing a mask though, wouldn't he? Oh, then he went to put my hands on the keyboard then, force of habit. I've got to put my hand on my knob instead. I keep putting it the wrong way, that way. Up is off. If I ever do flight again, I'm going to be really confused because it's the opposite way to flight. I'm better off turning the controller upside down.
The next station stop is Miles Platting.
Next station stop is Miles Platting. A little bit speeding. Well, no one on the platform. Oh, there's someone else over there. Look, it's a person over there. One person. No, I haven't got a... Is that me? Hang on. I haven't got a B key. I don't know, I might have a B key. I don't want to go and touch my gaming keypad now. Lock doors. I want to do everything on my panel. Locking doors. Why didn't someone tell me that I had a B key? But I want to set it on the panel anyway. Right, Manchester, Victoria. Nice girl.
The next station stop is Manchester Victoria, where this service ends.
Should be under Bell 1 then. Oh, on the mappy thing. Okay. We will have a look at that at the end. Right, so what we'll do now is see if there's anything coming out of Manchester, Victoria. Not a lot by the amount of stuff that's going in. Oh, that's breaking. Yeah, my gaming keypad though, I didn't think it had a B on it, but it has. I have B. Yeah, it's definitely very lacking in other trains. B for B. B Arthur. Thank you for being a friend. Kettle 345. What sort of kettle? Gas kettle, electric kettle? Are you a smart kettle? Can I link you to my Amazon device and turn you on from the bedroom? I love the Golden Girls. That was a great show. Right, braking. Who needs more than one kettle? Well, no, you can get a smart kettle, can't you? That links to your Wi-Fi, so you can set it to turn on. So you could, you know, like I get up in the morning. And, well, actually, I get up earlier now. I get up earlier so I can go and make a cup of coffee. Then I go back to the bedroom and sit there for like 5 minutes now, waiting for the alarm to go on. There is a Simpson Stuff livery. I didn't put it on the train. But yeah, you could set your kettle to boil at a certain time. Then it relies you on having it with water in it. Right. Oh, you figured out you can have the free cam. Ooh. Next I got view 1, view 2 and view 3, which I never use. So I want a view 4. Right, we are arriving into very empty Manchester, Victoria. You're on the train. I'm on the train. I'm in the library. So you're watching a train sim stream on the train. That's very meta, isn't it? Hang on. So this is where all the bloody people are. Now they all want to get on there. Hang on. He's not even getting... Why is he not getting off the train? Where are you going? Hour and a half. It's only 42 miles though. That shows the speed, doesn't it? Right. Let's go back to the main me and you. Me and you. You and me. Lots and lots for us to see. Lots and lots for us to do. Me and... No, you and me. Me and you. Right. That was... I don't know where that came from. Right. We're doing Northern Trans Pennine. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Are we? I don't know. Do we do the pacer again then? Or do we do like a class 45 or something? And do a passenger run? Or bit of it? Done all shower once. It's like, oh, okay, I'll do that. We won't do all of this, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Fortnite. 57654321. That's a thing. Thanks for the whatever you did. Follow. Master pace is key is on. Reversey thing. Forward. Unlocking doors. Doors are unlocked. God, I'm going to have to use proper brakes now, aren't I? Okay, lights are probably a thing. Oh, we put the instrument lights on. That's probably about as much as I can do. Hello! Who are you? What are you doing? What do you want? Are they up here? Oh, my good God. Okay. Tail light off. Okay, wait, we don't want the tail. Headlight switch on. Spare switch. Oh, there we go. Well, you'll be able to do the guard mode in Train Sim World 5. Right, 7.4 miles to Staley Bridge. Okay. Back with new Trent's splashing the cash, isn't he? Right then. Well, we're off. Right, 7 miles to Staley Bridge. Have you gone for a bigger one, Trent? How big is it, Trent? Come on, Trent, tell us how big it is. "27-inch curved." Ooh, look at him going all curvy. Curved for your pleasure. Trent's probably got a better setup than me. Not jealous at all. So you've gained 3 inches. Oh, that sounds good. There's loads of DLC for 4. For 5, hang on. Where's my thing? Yeah. The 3 routes you're getting for Train Sim World 5 are London Euston to Milton Keynes. Looking forward to that one. Los Angeles to San Bernardino, which apparently is quite good from what I've been told. And Frankfurt to Fulda, which I think is also going to be quite good. So those are 3 main routes, and a lot more to come. I'm looking forward to Cardiff. I'm looking forward to Preston to Carlisle eventually. Oh. Hey, I'm toying with adding a monitor downstairs but I want to mount it to the left of my TV and put it in portrait mode. But then the problem is the Xbox and stuff will be hidden behind it, so that means moving around, and that's too much hassle. Yeah, there's a lot coming for Train Sim World 5. Don't forget, during Train Sim World 4, they pretty much opened it up for other developers. And I think a lot of people jumped on board knowing how successful Train Sim World franchise now is. I think it's basically, well, it's made Train Sim Classic redundant. Yeah, I run with 4 monitors on my main setup, and sometimes it's not enough. I have Discord in one full screen. I have chat and Steam on another one, the main game on another one, and the Twitch preview and stuff on the other one. You've pre-ordered Train Sim World 5. Excellent. Which version have you gone for? The deluxe or the standard? Oh, braking. Don't forget, at the end of the stream I will show you how this software works that allows you to change things around for Train Sim World. You went for the deluxe. Yeah, I think that's been the common thread. You get it 5 days early, you get the 390, you get the Flix train, which I'm actually intrigued by. And yeah, I think it's worth it. I'm so looking forward to the stuff we can do on the East Coast Main Line, because let me bring my thing back up again. Because you've got all the other services that are running down the bottom part of that line. So you've got the overground services, you've got the 377 services, you've got the 350 services, and the 390 services, all running down there. And the fact that you're going to see freight running around, and the fact that you're going to see the London Underground stuff running around, that is going to be such a busy line. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, my preview video talking about Train Sim World 5 had the menu music in the background, and nobody noticed. Yeah, I got given the menu music about, what, a month ago? When I did that video, I think it was. Right, 5.5 miles to Staley Bridge. But yeah, I will hopefully be able to bring you Train Sim World 5 next Wednesday, the day before release for the deluxe version. So I'm going to be starting with the West Coast Main Line. But I will be putting out some videos doing the train training on the 350, the 390, the Flix train, and some of the other trains on YouTube. I'll probably do the train training on the 350 and the 390 next Wednesday. And then we'll be streaming it next Wednesday night. You don't think I watched my preview video? I don't promote my own content. I don't do that. But people that have watched it have actually said it was more informative than the Dovetail one. I know. There's some trains on some days. Yeah, the slides video. Yeah. It was just a PowerPoint. I put time and effort into doing that. The starter pack will come out on a normal release day, so the 17th. But don't forget, you don't get any routes with that. You don't get all the core features. It's just an upgrade and you get some of the things. But it's worth doing because it's free. Well, I want to do more little... I want to do more stuff like that. I certainly want to do more pre-recorded stuff. There's actually a video coming out tomorrow morning. It's Wednesday tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, tomorrow morning that I pre-recorded. I know. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's the first train of the day. And then one coming out next Wednesday that I pre-recorded. So now, you know, winter's coming. I don't plan... It's like being in Game of Thrones. I'm not away as much now as I have been over the summer. So I do want to spend some time recording some stuff. Not just Train Sim World content, but some other stuff as well. Right, we got 3 and a bit miles to Staley Bridge. Yeah, tomorrow night we're here with something new, grocery store simulator in multiplayer. So we had a little play around with it on Sunday. I think that's going to be quite hectic and quite good fun. Thursday night, something multiplayer. Don't know what yet. It's probably going to be farming, I should imagine, but we'll see. Friday night, some more Mexican trucking. Doing the quarry. Saturday night, there'll be something. And then Sunday, more farming. Got the 319s. See, I'm not a train nerd. I like transport. It's not trains for me, it's transport. I like old coaches, I like old buses, I like old trucks, planes, ships, boats. Hang on, how horny are we? What the hell's that? That's the horn. Using this, I know I've been raving about it all night, but using this throttle quadrant to do the throttle in this, it's so good. I don't know how the braking is going to go. We'll find out. I miss jointed track. Whose idea was it to weld it all as one thing? What a stupid idea. Right, 2 miles to go. This almost makes me want to do West Somerset Railway. I think that's the only one of these where I've completed every scenario was West Somerset. I think I did that on some streams as well. Or might be in videos, combination of the two. I think there's going to be a lot of time spent on the West Coast Main Line. The fact that we can do route hopping on the German thing, that's going to be a long stream one day. Doing the whole length of the German one, the American one. And some of the German ones are connected as well. Via route hopping. I think the first one I do will be London to Brighton, route hop, East Coast way. I think that's got to happen. I see a tunnel. Very short tunnel. Yeah, I didn't realise it was going to be that. I just thought it'd be the same station, but the fact that you're in London, you can hop between the London stations, which means you can do the same in Glasgow then. So you can go to the 2 Glasgow stations. Yeah, so you could spend the day just going in and out of all London routes. Milton Keynes to Brighton. No. Yes. But not all of them. Oh, brakes. Brakes. It's braking. Obviously, I haven't watched any of the Dovetail content because I don't want to spoil it for myself. So I do plan on spending some time in it this weekend. Right, we are arriving into Stalybridge. Very slowly. I don't watch it for 2 reasons. One, historically they've not been great at their live streams, although I'm proud to be an ambassador. 2, I don't like spoilers. I don't watch game trailers. I like to have my first impression of it be the one I show on a video on a stream, so I don't want to ruin it for myself. It's going to be slightly different with Train Sim World 5, although I promise you this: the first content I do in Train Sim World 5 will be my train training in the 350. So you will genuinely get my first reaction of it. And you'll see that on YouTube on the Wednesday. Then I'll spend some time over the weekend. So I'll probably record that early Saturday morning. But yeah, I like to have my first reaction be a thing. Right, Huddersfield. So we'll go to Huddersfield and then I think we should be done. Oh, wheel slip. Don't go all the beans. There we go. That's definitely a horn. And into, oh look, a tunnel, surprisingly. So yeah, we'll get to Huddersfield and then we'll end. But I will then show you how easy it is to set up this software that allows you to use, in my instance, flight throttles and farms in panels, etc., to control the game. New and enhanced routes only. Yeah, it's not every route. It's going to be routes they've tweaked. Have we got a cab light? We have. There we go. I like the fact that I've mapped a button for cab light because I'm always scratching around looking for the cab light. We'll find out next week. I'm sure it's going to be a learning curve. That's why I want to do a few streams in it. So Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. And then something MP on the Saturday. Although I'm off on the Friday. So I'm off on the Friday. I'm going down to New Forest in the morning. So it might be an earlier stream on the Friday. So you can get a bit done. It's definitely a bit dark in here. Right, full throttle. That's quite loud. I've never been a fan. I like a Blue Era diesel, but I don't. I like the sound of them in real life. I think they're awesome. In this, I've never really gelled with them. And I don't know why. I'm looking forward to the 350. I'm a bit on the Pendolino. I think the Flix train, I've never really done much with the Vectron. I'm hoping that the American route's better. I tried doing the American route we got last year at the weekend, and then realised how boring it was. Brakes on. No, brakes are off. Oh, there we go. Now the brakes are off. Not as made much difference to the speed. Well, at this rate, it's going to be like 15 minutes for us to get to Huddersfield. Or longer. Typically, it's uphill. Come on. Train! Intercity livery on that one. Yeah, definitely not many other trains on this route. At least when we do East Coast Main Line next Tuesday, there'll be a bit more. And then certainly West Coast Main Line, there'll be a lot more. Come on, it can't be uphill on a 60 all the way, surely. It's got to be more than a 60 limit on this route. I have to back off. Well, London Overground's basically the West Coast Main Line. Oh, that changed. Just the bottom bit of it. But yeah, that's what's going to be interesting on the West Coast Main Line. Let me bring everything back up again. I think the fact that you've got the 377, the 350, the 390, and the Overground, if you've got the Suffragette line, you'll be able to run that as well. So there's going to be a lot of routes just going up and down between Euston and Milton Keynes. Yeah, that's not a hill. My Whippet can walk up that easily. I think the underground's just going to be there that you'll see it, because you can do that bit of it if you've got the Bakerloo line, but you'll see the trains running as AI. If you've got the Bakerloo line, then you'll see the West Coast Main Line stuff as well. Really? Why would they do... Okay. Seems like they've thrown a lot at one route. I thought it was just that you'll see them running as AI, but you can't actually drive them. We'll find out next week. Hi Tommy. Right, 11 miles to go. Oh, you got a 45, then a 65. Oh, so it's just the overground section. Okay, the bit that actually... Okay, that does sort of make sense. I am looking forward to being able to almost swap trains on the route. So you could spend a bit of time. If that's the case, then, you know, coming down from Milton Keynes, say, down towards London in a 390, then jumping in a 350 and going back to Milton Keynes, or going back as far as the overground goes, come back down on the overground, jump in a tube train, go back up, get out of that, come back down on the 377. You can spend a long time going up and down the line in various different trains. And then if there's something freighty around, do something freighty. I'm almost wondering whether do I save the best till last? Do I do that route next Friday? So Wednesday do the German one, Thursday do the American one, and Friday do the London one, because I can start earlier and spend a bit of time in it. Now there's a decision I've got to make. Because there's going to be a lot to do. Guard mode isn't multiplayer, no. Well, yeah, I'm not... So, guard mode's going to be a thing. I'll obviously show it on one of the streams. It's not something that I will do a lot of. Hi, Stu. Right, 8.7 miles to Huddersfield, then we'll stop. So I will show you at the end how easy it is to use this software that allows you to change the controls of Train Sim World. It is free, but allows you to use throttles, flight throttles as I'm doing, and using the Farm Sim side panel. I'm using buttons on my G27, all to control Train Sim World. and it works so well. I got so used to it already. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Blind, we got a 40. Yeah, we're slightly ignoring that. Then a 55, then a 65. We're doing 65 roughly. Oh, I can see why that's a 40. That's a, okay, yep. I can definitely see why that was a 40. That's that, okay, yep. That's a bit of a bend. All the passengers are now on one side of the train. Alright, and we got a 65 coming up, which we're just about on. Oh, wrong one, that one. Okay, so running a little bit fast. It's alright. We're not due at Huddersfield for 10 minutes. I know I'm slightly speeding, but... at least we're getting greens. Yeah, mentioned something to Harry today. There's an output on the rail driver that says speedometer. So I'm wondering if there's some way of being able to put that as an external thing. I don't know how. And I did wonder, there's those displays you can get that plug in USB for like people that do racing sims, etc., that will show the colour of the flag, or for like will show you your gear position, so neutral, blah blah blah, in like a 3" by 3" display. Imagine how cool it would be if you'd be able to show the signal aspect of the next signal as like a physical thing in your room. Like being in your own little disco. I'm going to do the slowing down a little bit now, because we're getting a little bit quick. Yeah, some people do run with the HUD off. I have the HUD on for two reasons, okay? One, for me, because I'm useless. But two, it gives you guys information. So you know where the next station is. You know how far the next green is. You know how fast I'm doing. If I turned it off, you'd be as clueless as me. And trust me, for me, it wouldn't end well. And if you did a route a lot, like if you're a weirdo like Trent in OMSI, you would get to route learn. You get to know where the stations are. So I sort of get then, and you get to know the speed limits and stuff. So if you did spend a long time going up and down one route, you wouldn't need the HUD. I put it on for your benefit. It's my excuse. Because I'm in a different route each week. And as I said before, the only time I play this is when I'm streaming it. Apart from I did a couple of hours on Sunday playing around with this new throttle thing. I don't play it. I think that might change in Train Sim World 5, which is why I've got the setup downstairs now and throttles for down there, because I can see me sitting on a Sunday evening watching a film or something and just trundling along doing a route at the same time. Right, 2 miles to go to Huddersfield, where we will end, but then I will show you that software. There's a link to it in chat, !TSW Rail. What it does basically, because Rail Driver is supported by Train Sim World, this software basically tricks Train Sim World into thinking you're using a Rail Driver, but you can map the controls to anything you want. So I'm using a combination of Flight Throttle, Farm Sim Side Panel and G27. But you could use a joystick, you can use an arcade stick, you can remap buttons on your keyboard if you wanted to anything you want. But using the throttles to apply brake is so good, and throttle obviously. Right, slowly into Huddersfield. That's just such a relaxing noise. It is quite tunneling. No, there's no mod in for the track noise. .101 going outlet. Oh, a shunter there. It's the only action we get to see all night is at bloody Huddersfield of all places. There we go. Right. Can I... Oh god, that did a thing. Program's already running. Well, I know that. Yes, okay. I was hoping it would bring it to the forefront. Thank you. Can you just give me my screen back? Thank you. There we go. Right. So this is the program. So you download it, you install it. If I stop it running, there we go. Is all you do then is you go to key maps. You can map levers or buttons. So you go to edit button map. Come on, game. Oh, it's not going to do it now, is it? Hang on. It's trying to switch me back to the game. Bear with me. I shouldn't have left it running in the background, should I? There we go. Right, so now it brings up a list of all the buttons in Train Sim World. So everything that's those you can change, basically. So I've got the AWS set, I've got the cab light, cameras inside and outside set, doors left and right set. So if I want to do the bell one, I've already got the bell one. No, I've already got the horn. What did Harry say bell one was? Something. Anyway, what it was I wanted to try and find. I wanted to try and find the buzz, didn't I? Sanders, map, motion blur. Bell one is the buzzer. Oh, is it? Okay, we'll try it then. So if I go bell one, what button do I put that to? Let's go that one. So you right click, assign button to current command, and then press the button. That tells you which button. Done. As simple as that. And you go through all of them and assign them to exactly whichever button that you want to use. So you can do that for buttons, or you can do it for levers. So again, you just right click and set whichever lever that you want to be used. Throttle and brake, brakes, wipers, reversers, lights you can set to a lever. So mainly you're going to be using brakes, throttle and reverser as set to a lever. So it's just so simple and free. We like free. So yeah, there we go. As easy as that. And all you do is before you start the game, you click on start callback and it works. And then you just launch the game. So I don't think we've got a buzz in this. No. I can hear something. So what if we jump out of this? Hang on, we'll just try it to see if it worked. We'll jump out of this. We'll jump into the pacer before we end. And then we'll just see if we get a buzz. Now it's going to take 3 weeks to load, isn't it? There we go. Right to the trains. Choose a route. Northern Trans Pennine. Timetable. That. God, which one did we do? Leeds to Manchester, Victoria. Let's just do that. And then just try the buzz. I'll probably forget which one it is. There you go. Works. Simples. Half the battle is you remembering which buttons you've mapped. It's really, really easy, and say for me, game changer as far as the usage of Train Sim World. Using the 3 levers I've got. Haven't used the middle one. I could use that for reverser, but I've got it set as a dynamic brake in case some trains use it. So I've got the left hand throttle as throttle, the right hand one, which is normally a mixture, as brake. And yeah, really, really like it. Game changer if you're on PC. There we go then. The penultimate stream in Train Sim World 4. Sad really, isn't it? No more of this brilliant menu music. The end of an era. I wasn't sad when Train Sim World 3 came to an end. And I always said that Train Sim World 4 at the beginning felt like Train Sim World 3.5. Train Sim World 5 isn't going to be like that. I think Train Sim World 5 is going to be Train Sim World 5. I think it's going to feel like something new and fresh because there's so much to explore, which we will do next week. Hopefully I'll be here on Wednesday night next week with a preview stream. And then there'll be content going on YouTube on Wednesday as well. And we'll be here Thursday and Friday next week. So no multiplayer next Friday. But we'll be doing Train Sim World 4 next Tuesday, the final one, and we're going to end on the East Coast main line next Tuesday. Started with it, why not end with it? Next stream though, back tomorrow night with some grocery store simulator in multiplayer. Looking forward to that. That's going to be a bit of fun. Thursday night's probably going to be farming. Friday night is going to be some trucking in Mexico. Saturday night, be here with something, I don't know what. Sunday lunchtime back on the farm, and then say more things back next week. So there we go. So thanks to you in chat for keeping us company, or keeping me company for the last 2.5 hours. To Fortnite 5765432, whatever the hell your name is. Can't even spell Fortnite. Just really. Thanks for the follow. And the moderating team did nothing tonight. Useless. Sack 'em all. There we go. I'll be back with 3 idiots tomorrow night to do some supermarket type work. Until then, if you have been, well, some of you did, Trent. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.